There's a young guy who completely blew his life up. He made terrible choices, lost all his money, betrayed his family, and ended up hitting absolute rock bottom. He's sleeping on the streets, starving, and broken. One night, sitting in the cold, he decides to go home. But as he walks down that long dirt road toward his family's house, his mind is racing. He's practicing a speech. He's preparing for a performance. He thinks, if I promise to work 14 hours a day, if I follow every rule, if I become a servant and sleep in the barn, maybe my dad will let me stay. He's building a checklist to earn his way back. He arrives at the front gate, rehearsing his lines. But before he can even open his mouth, the front door flies open. His father doesn't wait on the porch with his arms crossed. He doesn't look at a clipboard of rules. The father runs down the driveway, throws his arms around his dirty, messy son, and just holds him. The son tries to start his speech. "Dad, let me pay you back. Let me follow the rules." But the dad stops him. He doesn't hand him a rule book. He hands him a key to the house. He throws a party. Because the father didn't want a business contract. He wanted his son back. This story isn't just a movie script. It's actually a famous parable Jesus told in the Bible, often called the story of the prodigal son. And it perfectly shows the difference between religion and relationship. Religion is the son standing at the gate, trying to negotiate a contract. It says, if I behave, I'm accepted. A relationship with Jesus says, you are already loved, so let's walk together. Think about any human relationship that matters to you. If you're married, or you have a best friend, you don't walk around with a legal contract tracking every single move to ensure they won't evict you from the friendship. You don't hang out with them just because you're scared of getting sued. You hang out because you know them, you trust them, and you love them. That is what Jesus is offering. He's not a cosmic boss checking your timesheet. He's a person. If you look at the actual text of the Bible, this is exactly how Jesus describes his invitation to us. Look at what he says to his followers in the book of John, chapter 15. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends. John 15:15. A servant has a religious obligation. A friend has a relationship. The biggest barrier keeping people away from Christianity is the idea that they have to clean themselves up before they can come to God. They think they need to fix their habits, change their lifestyle, and check all the boxes first. But another famous verse completely flips that upside down. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. Notice the order there. It doesn't say, once you get your act together, God will love you. It says, while we were still messy, broken, and running away, just like the son in the story, he came looking for us. And finally, the Bible explicitly states that you can't buy or earn this connection. For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. Ephesians 2:8-9. Religion is about works, things you do. A relationship is about a gift, something you simply accept. If you've been pushed away by religious institutions, hypocritical rules, or the exhausting pressure to be perfect, I want to invite you to separate all of that noise from the actual person of Jesus. He isn't asking you to join a club or memorize a textbook. He's inviting you to know him. You can talk to him just like you'd talk to a friend. Honestly, with all your doubts, your mess, and your questions. If this idea of a relationship over religion sounds like something you want to explore, drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. Hit the subscribe button to join us as we keep exploring what it means to look past the rules and discover the real Jesus. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.